And it is the Desert Fox signing on. And before the video starts, I'd like to say thank you so much for all your support on these gun review videos. The past couple days of these videos have been excellent for views. My views have been climbing up to 300 views a week. Thank you for that. And, well, we got the holiest of holy gun reviews. I'm pretty sure God used this gun to free his people. So, let's review it. Okay. Yes, already. It is the AK-47. Oh yeah, my Russian accent sucks hell, but okay. Let's put that up there. Where is my flashlight? Awesome, just isn't it just awesome? Nice bolt carrier to the magazine to the whole grip. The back, the paratrooper stock, so wonderful. So it has goodness and a good light. Okay, so anyways, we are going to be looking at this gun and mostly doing the history because that's the best part. Okay, hope you stay with me in this video because we got some funny stories coming up for you and a lot of history like that. Okay, so let's get back to 1939. Let's go to the Winter War. Now, if you don't know what the Winter War is, it was the 1939 to 1940 100-day conflict between Finland and the Soviet Union. Who gets the territory. So basically, the Soviet Union fought it out with Finland, and the Soviet Union literally crucial mistake from the Finnish. Now, here's the thing: the Soviets believed in firearms, automatic and semi-automatic, hold lots of rounds, that good stuff like that. But the Finnish believed in just bolt action, just normal stuff like that. Now, the big problem with semi-automatics that the Soviets and pretty much every country learned from that was they don't have any, well, let's just talk about automatic firearms that day, that year. So, there was the Thompson submachine gun, there was the, let me see here, Pez P90, and a German storm trenching rifle, but didn't have a name. It was just a top secret weapon that never really came out. And basically got 45 and all the rest is 9mm. So basically, back then, they were about as reliable as your mother-in-law will be reliable to be nice to you, and had the power of a soy boy when he gets up first thing in the morning got punched. Yeah, his power was about a soy splashing on your shirt. So, obviously not very powerful. So basically, no one wanted them because they jammed a lot, and they weren't powerful. You could shoot a person 20 times with fully automatic and they wouldn't die because of 9mm. If they had armor on, oh, that's another story. So if you have a bolt action, you're almost guaranteed to kill them one shot, and they don't jam. So, well, they do jam, but yeah, most of the time they don't. So, well, the Germans in 1939 developed what is basically the AK. Now, your Russians probably sound like this. I'm sorry, but it is a basic fact, and I'll show you the picture. This is the Sturmgewehr, which means storm rifle, and it looks a lot like the AK, doesn't it? Come on. You got the barrel. Here, I'll show you a side-by-side clear picture. So, come on. That totally looks like it. And, well, in 1943, they said, oh, okay, we need something with not a 9mm, can penetrate through pretty much anything, but it's semi-automatic. And the German engineers got to work. They got to work on a 8mm rifle. Jesus Christ, 8mm. Can you believe it? This is a 7.62 by 39, and they made it 8mm. Oh my God, that's going to penetrate through concrete and rebar and walls, and oh my God, there's no hiding from that thing. So, well, basically, it was a outstanding performance rifle for many things, and it was just like the AK, and definitely in terms of reliability. So the German engineers, well, they said, okay, so how are we going to make this rifle? Now they said, let's make this a rifle very, very complex. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. But very readily usable. Yeah, a rice farmer could clean it out easy. Now, what is so interesting about the design of the AK is the curved magazine. Now, for heavier rounds, by the 7.62 by 39 and the 8mm and all those different rounds of 308, actually, curved magazines are better. Now, I want you to know why. So, why curved magazines are better? It's because the bullet wants to drop towards here, towards the end, right where the bullet is being set in there. Now, when the bullet wants to drop there, in a straight magazine, it actually drops a little bit, which might create irregular feeding, and it's not pressurized enough the bullets together. So, well, the German engineer said a curved magazine will curve the bullets back to themselves, so they'll stay straight and perfect while they're feeding up. So basically, like you have a bullet like tipping like this, and then it goes to the magazine, it whittles or might creates improper feeding. Then let's just straighten my hand out like this, so it's balanced and it's feeding in perfect. So this was one of the things. Plus the bolt carrier is made simple as bread and butter slapped together. Pistol grip, everything, and then on the Sturmgewehr, instead there was a gas adjuster here, like I'll show you. So there's the gas adjuster. Now, after the conflict was done, and Germany had its technology seized by the Soviet Union and America, well, we started to get work on different weapons programs. Now, the Soviets, well, they were sticking with their PiS 90, PiS 40, whatever the hell. All this, you know the name is that famous Soviet rifle, and Stalin liked it. It was a classic Soviet rifle, used for a long time, and why would you get rid of it? They said. So when Stalin died, they said, okay, we got to get rid of this horrible, junky rifle. It's tiny. It don't do good. It was just good for the basic dude in the German fields trying to survive. So that's what it was just good for. Now, after Stalin's death, they said, okay, let's switch over to something. So in 1953, they switched over to using the Sturmgewehr, literally. Now, an AK, you're actually supposed to call it a AKM. Now, AKM, stands for AK Modernized Version. So basically, altered because basically this is the AKM. Now, if you don't, so basically that came out in 1966, and so they said, okay, so Stalin's dead, we're putting in reforms, we're ending the Gulag system, we're doing a bunch of stuff, and we're also using the Sturmgewehr rifle, which sounds like we're doing the Germans. So basically the Soviet Union said, okay, we gotta switch to another rifle so people don't call us total copycats. So Kalashnikov was brought in. Now, his only problem with the rifle is he said there was too much knockback, and so he just removed the gas adjuster and put a really cool little piece here that actually stabilizes the barrel. It gives it a lot less knockback. Now, basically, Kalashnikov's idea for it was basically he needed something that would penetrate for goddamn tanks, and because he was a tank driver, and he said nothing's penetrating for the tank, so he wanted the AK, but he wanted more rounds in it and make it just a little easier for the rice farmer to clean out. So they could mass produce the rifle. Now, the huge difference in the Sturmgewehr and the picture and the other picture of the AK I'll show you. The difference is the Germans used a carbon fiber stock from charcoal and milk. Yeah, weird to make plastic, eh? And this was carbon fiber. It was weird, and it was just like a weird polymer that they used. And you see, so they said that weird polymer, we'll scrap it and use it as a steel stock instead of a weird polymer stock that the Germans used. So the polymer stock was a little more complex, took a couple different parts, and was a little more complex because you had to fit in a little more parts here and there, and they wanted this to be as simple as possible, so they said, boom, steel stock, let's not make it hard on ourselves. So then the AK was put in mass production all over the world in the most proliferant assault rifles, still to this day. Okay, now it is time for and stick around just a little longer because I got something good for you. So, well, let's do Desert Fox General recommends. Oh man, I love this. Now, what I recommend for this gun is, you see let me get my flashlight if I can find it. So Here is the trooper stock, paratrooper stock. Now what's cool about this is it can fold in. Now I also got a grip handle on this, so it kind of locks it in, which is kind of a little weird. It doesn't work right with the paratrooper stock, but you know what? The paratrooper stock is wonderful, and this gives us kind of for hand comfort, and you don't really care about that. We got a nice grip and a tripod. So that retracts right there. And we got a EOTech sight that I got from the M14. A guy sold it with the EOTech for free, and just a EOTech. I don't know, but it was just perfectly made for AKs. And what I think you should get is nice black railing. This black rifle looks awesome, and you can really deck out this rifle. Got a pimpin' muzzle brake. Now, I don't think you can make an AK better than that. It's just, AK is a base bone rifle, which is so good. You don't need to put very many stuff on it. Put a couple grips, modifiers, barrel changes. There you go.